Hi, welcome to this year's edition of the Steam Summer Sale. And you know what? It's alright. It's not really the best in terms of all the previous sales. I remember years ago, Steam sales were like, oh my god, $50, 50% off for like a game that's like, that came out in the same year. But nowadays, it's just like, they give you deep discounts, which I guess is great. It's like max $5 for a collection of games that I'm about to go through right now. So let's do that. Let's start off with that. These are deep discounts, right? And so if you care about any of these, great. Star Wars Battlefront 2, I suggest you pick that up because it's been trending online recently. And if you're a Star Wars fan, it's a must get. But if I were to be completely honest, I suggest you get Squad instead. Even though it is on sale, 60% off. Buy Squad because they have servers dedicated to Star Wars mods, and those are fucking insane. It's literally the what you imagined as a kid, a triple A modern gen fucking Star Wars Battlefront game would be like. Unlike the, I don't know. I have my reservations about Battlefront 2 from EA because it's a little bit too arcadey. You know, for some reason, my imagination as a kid, when I was playing on the PS2, the original Battlefronts, it felt like a grand scale battle. Even though I was only playing single player at the time, mind you. And it felt like a grand scale battle, and it was hella immersive. You can go third person or first person. And yeah, it was just great. Battlefront 2 just built up on top of that. And I think what captures that excitement, that, I guess, grandeur, I don't even know if that's the right word, but the squad mods are it. In fact, even another game that has something similar is Insurgency Sandstorm, and it's on sale as well, I think. I hope so. For $10. Beautiful. Beautiful. Get those instead. Unless you really like, if you want this, then fucking go ahead. It's your life, right? House Flipper, great game, great time waster. It has the same feel as Pressure Wash Simulator, but with a little bit of you can get creative with it because you can literally renovate homes, and who doesn't like renovating digital homes, huh? It's great. I enjoyed it. I played it for like 5 minutes, and I thought every single minute of those 5 minutes were fucking amazing. So yeah, and fucking buy that shit. Borderlands 3, don't even get me started. I mean that in a negative way. In a negative way. This is basically like City Skylines or Planet Zoo, but with Jurassic Park. If that appeals to you, go for it because it's only $3. Where could you possibly go wrong? Outlast 2, if you're into horror. I hate horror. I'm a big wuss when it comes to horror. I can't even play Phasmophobia without leaving the van, so this is not for me. But it might be for you. Go get it. Um, Kerbal Space Program. It's a little too much for me, but it's a great game. I had it on my MacBook installed like in 2012, not 2012, around 2016. It was a illegally pirated version of Kerbal Space Program, and I enjoyed every second of it, even though I would only make like a single stage rocket that would blow up before it even reached the atmosphere. So, yeah, I would probably buy. I might buy this. I might buy this because there's mods and shit. Yeah, and I heard the second one is trash. So yeah, go get that. I've never played a Half-Life game, but everybody swears this is good because come on, overwhelmingly positive. Rule of thumb is on Steam, if it's overwhelmingly positive, you can't go wrong if it's less than $5. Like really. Like there's a risk after the $10 mark of being like, oh, this is some overhyped bullshit. But if it's fucking $2, just get it. Anyways, Guardians of the Galaxy, my this is on the PlayStation Store and it's free on the catalog, and I played it there. I've only played like 2 levels, and I'm genuinely surprised. I think if you're a fan of the IP, go for it. RoboCop. This is like a shut brain off and shoot shit, but a little bit less complex than Doom, but with a different aesthetic. Like so, Cyberpunk, RoboCop, whatever you want to associate with that like genre. It's like yeah, literally RoboCop. It's in the name, right? Rogue City. It's gonna be gritty. It's gonna be fucking cyberpunky. It's gonna be dystopian. Yeah, fucking yeah. Go get that shit. I don't even know what the fuck this is. Ooh, overwhelmingly positive. Let's see what it's about. Okay, it's one of those art house games. I mean, go get it if you're into that shit. Amazing soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. That's all I have to say about that. But I guess that's it for the deep discounts, huh? All right, we're gonna go back to the main store. Oops, oops, oops. That's my library. Now we're just gonna scroll down. We're just gonna scroll down. No. No. Yeah, buy Grand Theft Auto for the 10th time if you want, but no. Pal World, 25% off. You know, I was in like a totally different country when this came out, and everybody swore it was like the best game of all time for like a good 2 weeks. And then after those 2 weeks, nobody talked about it again. So, yeah, I mean, if you're into that shit, go for it. Stalker Chernobyl, I don't even want to touch that until the modding scene goes insane with it and it's like ironed out. I don't know. You have to be a certain type of person. A certain type of person. And I don't think that person is me. But I'm not shitting on it. 30% off, I think that might be a decent deal. Final Fantasy, I've never been a really big into Final Fantasy. Except for Vincent Valentine. He's pretty cool. I played Dirge of Cerberus. That's the only Final Fantasy game I played from beginning to end. And it was because I thought Vincent was cool. And that's it. Like you remember Advent Children? I don't know. This might be showing my age a bit here, but Advent Children was a fucking movie that came out, Final Fantasy movie, and they didn't even show Vincent Valentine in action. They just showed him pull up, aura farmed, and then dipped. And I thought every time he was on the screen, it was like the best part of the fucking movie. And so yeah, Vincent Valentine. If anything, just get Dirge of Cerberus. If you can find it on like eBay, go buy that. But yeah. Metaphor, you know what? I like Persona. I like turn-based games. In fact, I like the direction that Yakuza went, going from, you know, the third-person brawler to turn-based. And I like turn-based JRPGs. They're just really fun. And this is basically Persona, but in a different skin and with a completely different story. Basically, an entirely new IP, but with the fundamentals of like Persona and, you know, JRPGs. And I mean, I would get this, but I wouldn't get it at $41. I'd wait till it's like $20, and I know that's kind of funny, but yeah, because you know we're fucking penny pinching. I am currently not working, so why would I waste my not hard-earned cash on this? Yeah, so I'll give it some time until it has a deeper discount. But if you're employed and you have the disposable income, I suggest you get this because this is a genuine 10 out of 10. I don't know why it's just very positive, but whatever. Repo, you know, friend slop. You play that with your friends. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. My girlfriend's enjoying this a lot, so I would recommend it. It's a $10 off. That's a discount, right? So for the girly pops out there, and or dudes that are into Sanrio, fucking go for it. I don't discriminate here. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the banners. DLC, we're not gonna go into DLC. We will keep going through these though. Rogue Trader, another kinda whatever. If you like Baldur's Gate and you like Warhammer 40k, I think this is worth getting. Under $10, cool. Doom Eternal, sure. This I think is fucking cool. I just saw it pop up on my page right now, and it looks cool. If you, it kind of, it's reminiscent of like a top-down isometric shooter, right? But the third-person segments, like shown here right now, it looks like Max Payne, and I feel like we really need a Max Payne successor because Max Payne 3 was fucking insane, and if you played any of the old Max Paynes, you know that it's just fucking the best type of gun porn. And this looks like a spiritual successor to all that, or if anything, inspired by that. So I recommend getting this. I might get this. You know what? I'll add it to cart right now. I have till the 10th to come up with $9. So, yeah. Terraria. Everybody says it's good. Go ahead and get it if you're into that shit. I haven't tried it. Don't even touch any of the Call of Duty games. You're wasting your money if you like. I don't understand why these go on sale. Like, who the fuck buys old Call of Duties? Like, I really don't understand. Like, who are you trying to fool? As if you're not a fucking IP that refreshes every year and makes every game before obsolete. Same thing with like FIFA's. Like when FIFA 24 or like EAFC 24 fucking goes on sale when EAFC has been out. EAFC 25 has been out for like fucking 10 months. It's like, who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool, man? So yeah, good stuff here. Or lack of good stuff. I mean, none of these look cool. Oh, Nier Automata. And everybody says it's good. Everybody says it's good. If you're into Japanese stuff, you know, you go get that game. Schedule 1, great game. Great game. If you're a person who plays Roblox, and you probably have, if you're below the age of 25, you've definitely heard of Roblox, and you probably tried it out, and you probably played some of the popular games out there, and you probably played the tycoon games, which are like, you know, start your own business, you press a button, and then you generate money, and then you keep clicking until you can afford like a fucking cash register, and then blah 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 blah. I see, those games are cool because you just watch a number go up. It's the reason why Cookie Clicker is so compelling despite being so simple, right? But the problem with those games is that they have like these fucking monetization practices that are just so fucking blatant and dishonest and so fucking distracting that it just detracts from the overall experience. While here is a game that takes all of the satisfaction from those games with none of the bullshit. And I think Schedule 1 is great. Of course, make sure you get your parents' permission to buy this first if you're below the age of 18. Because it's very, it has content in it that isn't for minors. So yeah. This is a game I've been meaning to get in, and it's not on sale. And with that means that this whole sale is bullshit. Bullshit. But you know what? One thing that I will recommend is I suggest you get this game. I suggest you get this fucking game. This is the one game, if you can figure it out, if you took the time to actually just dedicate some time to it and be like, okay, you know what? I'll learn it. I'll learn it. I'll see what it's all about. Oh, you fucking watch YouTube videos. There's so many content creators out there who made these amazing playthroughs. And those were what inspired me to start, like, you know, okay, you know what, I'll try out Kenshi. Because this was sitting in my library for about fucking 3 years. I think I purchased it in 2022, and then I didn't start playing it until 2024. And then after that, I was just like, holy shit, this is really amazing. There's no other game like it. I'm not even joking. There's seriously no other game like it. You see, back in the past, I used to have this idea that when I was a console gamer exclusively, I thought that, oh yeah, dude, PC games have like this ability to just play like really complex games, like games that you couldn't play on console. And you know what? There's a lot of truth to that, because you couldn't play a Hearts of Iron on console. You couldn't play Solaris on console. And if you could, I would imagine the UI would be very limiting, and you wouldn't be open to a lot of different. A lot of strategies would be limited. Like the way you approach the game would be more linear than expansive and broad. So I feel like this is the epitome of like a PC game, where you just have insane freedom and you can do whatever the fuck you want. And yeah, no, it's a crazy game. Crazy game. I highly recommend it. Buy this right now. And let it sit in your library. I don't care. Just buy it right now. It's on sale. Because I want this developer to be supported because he's working on the second one. And he says, actually, I haven't looked into the second one as much, but if it's going to be anything like the first one, it's going to be amazing. So yeah, I think that's it. Let's look at the other. Let's look around. Fuck it. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, thank you.